It hasn't rained for at least 3 weeks.
Yeah, you're right. We're in one of the worst droughts anyone around here has ever seen. And weather like that is really hard on plants. But at the same time, we're conscious of the need all over the country to conserve water. I'm Elliot Coleman.
And I'm Barbara Damrosch. And if you'll stay with us for the next half hour, we'll give you some tips on how to armor your garden against drought, but water more efficiently when you do need to irrigate.
On Gardening Naturally. When most people think of irrigation or watering, they think of applying water to the soil with a watering can or a sprinkler or something. Well, there are a couple of steps you want to do beforehand that will reduce your garden's need for supplemental water. And the first and most important is to get organic matter into the soil, like this compost or peat moss. Both of them are wonderful soil improvers, but the most important thing about them is that when you get them into the soil, they help the soil hold more water. Now this container holds a very, very sandy soil, and it's quite porous, like a sieve. This is a clay soil, a lot stickier, smaller particles, nowhere near as porous. And this is organic matter, compost. The difference between them is that if I were to pour water in here and let the excess drain out the bottom, this sandy, sieve-like soil would hold very little water. If I were to do the same with the clay soil, it would hold about 4 times as much as the sandy soil. But if I were to do it with the organic matter, which is like a sponge, this would hold 16 times as much. And that's why improving the soil is so important. Now, by improving the soil, I just don't mean putting in minerals, or say these clamshells I put in for calcium. I mean organic matter as the key. Getting it in there so it will act as a storehouse for all the water that falls from the sky in rain and will help keep it there as long as possible. Now, the reason that's important is that although human beings tend to look just at the top of a plant, the real key is the roots. And the more you can make the soil hospitable to roots, and that's just what organic matter does, the more the roots can explore and get water from the deep areas off to the side, wherever they want to go. A